Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I will let you know the top 10 characters in Wuthering Waves as of 2.0. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. On number 10, we have Changli. Changli is one of the best, if not the best, quick swap hybrid DPS we have. She can slot in with any character that has swap cancel windows like Xiangli Yao, Encore, Havoc Rover, even with Carlotta. You can use her as a traditional main DPS too. She is one of the most flexible characters. On number 9, we have Xiangli Yao. By far, Xiangli Yao is the most complete DPS in the game. He has everything you want in a DPS. He has good damage, has time slow, making it very easy and safe to play as hyper carry. He also has many swap cancel windows, making him very flexible and compatible with other swap cancel carries. For most casual players and beginners, he is one of the best and easy to use DPS. In short, he can be used in a variety of teams. On number 8, we have the Booba Queen of Wuwa, Yinlin. Yinlin is a very strong Electro sub DPS, usually the best option for Electro DPS characters like Xiangli Yao and Calcaro. Due to her high damage as a sub DPS and fast rotations, she is very flexible and can be used in most of the teams as a substitute if you don't have the better options. If you have her, she brings a good value to your account. On number 7, we have another sub DPS. She is usually compared a lot with Yinlin, and it's Jeji. Jeji is one of the best sub DPS in the game, with amazing damage and a long uptime of her coordinated hits. She also has fast and easy to use rotations, while also providing Glacio and Resonance skill damage buffs. The reason why I put Jeji over Yinlin is because Jeji is the best option for two of the top tier DPS we have, Carlotta and Jinxie. She is very flexible like Yinlin and can be used in many team comps if you don't have the better options. On number 6, we have the Bennett of Wuthering Waves, Sanhua. Sanhua is a free character that can slot into many teams due to her lightning-fast rotations, which makes her the best enabler for Moonlit set. If you have her S6, she can also provide 20% attack buff, which is really nice. She's best paired with basic attack damage dealer, but as I said earlier, you can use her in most of the teams if you don't have the better options. Also, she looks extremely cute and gorgeous with the new outfit. On number 5, we have the girl that uses her dragon to puke on the enemy and instantly kill them, and that is Jinxie. Jinxie is one of the big 3 DPS in the game. She has good damage, AoE attacks, can stay in air and use grapple to avoid damage. A very easy to play DPS. Her best team comps is with Jeji, who is also a premium unit, but she can work perfectly fine with Yuanwu, who is a free character. On number 4, we have the girl that could never be fixed. It is Camellia, the second meta DPS of the white hair female gang. She has a massive AoE radius while dealing massive amounts of damage, making her one of the best AoE DPS. She does have some drawbacks, like lack of mobility against highly mobile bosses. You can use her white hair spin, which follows the boss around, but she can get interrupted as you are unable to dodge in midair in this form. The reason why I put her above Jinxie is because, unlike Jinxie, Camellia can use Sanhua, who is very similar to her competitor, Rachia, in this team, making her F2P team closer to her premium team. And on number 3, you might have already guessed, it's another white hair girl, the Xiao of Wuthering Waves, Carlotta. Just like Jinxie, Carlotta's meta support is Jeji. She also has great F2P alternatives like Yang Yang or Sanhua. The reason why I put Carlotta slightly above the other 2 top DPS is because, personally, I feel she is easier to use than them. Unlike Camellia, she doesn't have a problem with highly mobile bosses, as she can easily shoot them with her guns, and the freeze from her skill and forte also becomes helpful. Unlike Jinxie, whose damage is primarily focused in one single nuke, Carlotta's damage is quite spread out. So even if you miss a crit, it won't be much of a DPS loss. Nevertheless, the ranking between these 3 DPS, that is number 5, 4, and 3, is purely subjective, and I have placed according to my personal experience on playing these DPS characters. Usually I put sub-DPS characters above the DPS, since they last longer in meta. However, the current meta is mostly around these 3 DPS characters, so I have placed them above the sub-DPS. Since number 2 and 1 fill the same role, I will talk about them together. Most of the teams are incomplete without these characters, making them a must-have in your account, and they are Verena and Shorekeeper. These characters are needed in almost all the teams. Between Verena and Shorekeeper, both have their pros and cons, but usually Shorekeeper is better as she can provide the best buffs, crit rate, crit damage, team damage amplification, a skill that protects character from death, and ability to perform dodge counters if you take hit. Verena is also a great buffer. She just lacks the crit buffs and the dodge counter, but instead provides attack buffs. She can also protect you from death. She can also deal coordinated hits, making her more synergetic in teams that require such mechanics, and she has relatively faster rotations. All in all, there are a very small gap between these two characters, but I will place Verena on number 2 and Shorekeeper on number 1. All in all, both do an amazing job in their roles, but I will place Verena on number 2 and Shorekeeper on number 1. So the final ranking from number 10 to number 1 is Changli, Shenliao, Yinlin, Jieshi, Sanhua, Jinxi, Camellia, Carlotta, Verena, and Shorekeeper. Some honorable mentions. Jian is an amazing DPS with grouping capabilities, making him a great AoE DPS. Even his single-target DPS is very great thanks to Mortefi, who provides huge buffs to him and deals a good amount of off-field damage. Encore is very similar in terms of single-target damage to Jian. She lacks AoE, but has many swap-cancel windows, so you can use her in many quick-swap teams. Baiji is the third best sustained support that provides buffs quite similar to Verena, and has a revive ability if you have her S5. The only problem is that her attack buff is a bit difficult to get, as you need to pick it up from the ground, which is most of the time ignored. She can deal coordinated hits and provide glacial buffs with her sequences. The new 5-star character, Rachia, is also a great hybrid DPS, providing some great buffs for Havoc character while also dealing a good amount of damage. She has the best grouping capabilities in this game, making her phenomenal in AoE contents. Havoc Rover is an amazing F2P unit. They can deal huge amounts of damage and have many swap cancel windows as well, making them usable in quick swap teams. Mortefi, as I mentioned earlier, is the best support for Jian. He has good personal damage and is best for teams that deal heavy attack damage. Danjin is a great on-field or hybrid DPS. She is a bit risky to play, but has very good personal damage and very fun to play. A small note before ending this video. The rankings of the characters in this list is subjective. I have ranked them according to my personal experience. What do you think about this list? If you think some other characters should be added in the list, or disagree with the ranking, comment down below the ranking you feel should be the correct one. And that's all for this video. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. Thanks for watching.